Oh my god, wow, I look like I'm about to film the most iconic apology video ever. Buckle up. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Happy 2025. We're still here. Remember when everyone was convinced the world was gonna end in 2012? It's 10 years later. Nope, 13 years. Oh boy. New year, same dumb bitch. While my Christmas tree is still up, and it will be for a hot minute, the holiday season is over, which means it's time for the greatest season, awards season. Now, if you're new to the channel, well, first of all, hey. Second of all, a staple of our diet on this channel is outfit roasts. And with it being awards season, I am just so ready to monetize the fuck out of it, to be totally honest. There have been some award shows here and there, but there haven't been any of the big ones, and tonight we've got the Golden Globes. This is for TV and movies, and everything in between, or maybe not. I don't really know. I just know that it's golden and there's globes. Like I said, to me, the Golden Globes is one of the big ones where I really want people to like dress to the nines, maybe even a 10. I don't want VMA shit. I don't want movie award shit. Okay, this is the Golden Globes. I want opulence. I want elegance. I want perfection. Okay, I'm starting to understand how Abby Lee Miller really got off on that power trip. Wow. Jojo, I want elegance. I want excellence. Jojo! No, but I'm really looking for like eleganza here, babe. I'm looking for formal prom. I'm looking for formal prom. That's where the bar is right now. I'm looking for a bar. No, but I'm really hoping to see just like pure Hollywood elegance. I don't know. I feel like the other award shows are like homecoming and this one is like prom, you know? Like you get the tux for this one, but oh my god. I'd love to see men this year taking risks on the carpet. Will we get it? No. Men have hardly ever delivered. Why is 2025 gonna be different? Let the record state, Your Honor, I would love to be proved wrong. Now, if you enjoy this video, I'm gonna be roasting a few extra looks on my Patreon, patreon.com/chrisclemens. The links are down below. You can join the full-blown dysfunction tier and see me, you know, chew up and spit out a few other I've been known to do so. As always, before we get into it, I just want to say that none of this is meant to be taken seriously unless I genuinely think you look bad, which in that case, fire your stylist. A lot of people are like, you hate so-and-so. No, this has nothing to do with the person, okay? This has everything to do with what the person is wearing. And for God's sakes, I'm wearing sweatpants that I rubbed Red Dye 40 from Flaming Hot Doritos on. It's just not that deep. Okay, I feel like I'm already losing my voice. That was so much talking. Let's hit the red carpet, dolls. Let's hit the red carpet. How many tuxes are we realistically gonna be seeing tonight? Alright, first up we have Mindy kailing, and like this is like the baseline of like the elegance I was talking about wanting to see. She can only do so much. She doesn't look bad, but this is nothing special. It's pretty, she looks good. Looks like expensive wallpaper. Like really expensive wallpaper, like that shit that's textured. Is she Mindy killing it? I wouldn't say so because I don't think I'm gonna remember this dress at all, but I would remember this wallpaper sample. Next up we have Brianna Lapaglia, I think. I don't know who this is, but I fear that we're about to know her 2 Golden Globes. I think this is like a pretty dress. Like the draping and the sheen is nice, but it should be pulled up like 4 inches north of the equator, you know? It feels like it's like her old prom dress that she's like, it's gonna be sentimental if I wear this to the Golden Globes. It just doesn't look like it fits. Like me so far in 2025, the dress looks like it's holding on for dear life. Next up we have Jonathan Van Ness. I am so sorry, but this is a Jonathan Van Mess. This is what I did getting out of the shower as like a little 11-year-old, like trying to make a dress out of a towel thinking I was on Project Runway. There's just some shit going this way, some shit going that way, some shit going that way. I will say their hair looks amazing, which I hope it does because I'm pretty sure that's their specialty in the Queer Eye group. Next up we have Matt Rife, and wow, this is Matt Strife because he looks like he's going through it. I know what you are. Say it. Vampire. He looks like a little vampire in a fan fiction who's about to come out of the closet, or I guess the attic. Where do bats live? I mean, it's a black shirt and a black tux. What am I supposed to talk about? The outfit? Honey, I can barely see the outfit with all that filler. I don't know why I will body shame a man. I just will. I'm already kind of exhausted by this, which is convenient because I can just take a nap on his little pillow face. Next up we have Cate Blanchett, and she's at Golden Globes, baby. If you cover the waist up, gorgeous dress. I think the gold is mesmerizing. I think the way the light hits it, the way it's draped on the bottom, gorgeous. And then you get to like the little golden bedazzled ball sack on top, and that's kind of where you lose me, Your Honor. I really don't understand it. Yeah, I'm sorry. All I see is a golden ball sack who's wearing like that little Swarovski crystal hairnet that Rihanna wore with her sheer dress that one time. Put 2 googly eyes where her googly eyes are and throw on some Fenty lipstick and then cross your eyes and you pretty much have Rihanna. Next up we have Wong. Next up we have Ali Wong, and I think this dress is actually really interesting. I love all of the texture and how it's just a bunch of ribbon, I think. What isn't a gift to this outfit is the bow around the waist. Christmas was 2 weeks ago, pack it up. I say with a Christmas tree and stockings right behind me. Chris, you're the one who needs to pack it up. Especially with the gloves, I wish she did something more with her hair so that like it disjointed all of the darkness a little. But something tells me this is gonna be one of the lesser offensive dresses we're gonna see tonight. I don't know why I'm predicting anything. There's always room to be surprised. Next up we have Glen Powell, and why does it look like he just walked into the room asking for a hug? Like he looks like the groomsman who has a Corona light in his jacket as the wedding ceremony is happening. If we're gonna talk about the actual outfit, I think it's literally ugly as shit. It looks disjointed, it looks frumpy and tired. It looks really tired. And yet it's not as tired as I feel looking at these awful fucking men in their awful fucking outfits. This is how I look when I'm leaving like the bathroom of a Chili's. I mean, what is he doing? What is this? You're at the Golden Globes, Glen Powell. Also, I'm just now realizing this whole time I thought Glen Powell was a woman. Next up we have Tyler James Williams, and honestly, for this being just like a gray pinstripe suit, I'm into it. I think the no shirt underneath makes it look like he did a lot more than he actually did, but also the tailoring and the silhouette of this suit, my god, I literally want this suit. He looks like a hot little like Wall Street broker who's doing like illegal insider trading, but like kind of rooting for him. I'm fully like, come on shoulder pads, trade that insider, or whatever insider trading is. Next up we have Halina Reijn, and I don't know why it looks like the old coven priest was fired and this is like now the PC woke priestess of the coven, but it's bad. It's just bad. Like she's definitely asking the kids at her like coven Sunday school like what their pronouns are, which like don't get me wrong, I love. I just don't get what this is. Halina Reijn, leave this shit out in the rain and let it wash away. Next up we have Charlotte C. Carroll, and I don't know who this is, but I'm happy I'm Charlotte seeing this. This is like pretty and interesting and like well done without being over the top. I love this little peekaboo of this girly pink ribbon bows, and then it's just like tits down goth bride, and I love it. I think that this could have gone wrong in so many ways, and I genuinely like this. I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty. It seems fun. Charlotte C. Carroll, just like your initials, I'm telling people CCC or CCC, wherever the picture is. Next up we have Dakota Fanning. She looks like one hot little car wash. I'm kind of into it. I think with her skin and hair being so pale, a bold color like this really works. And with everything going on, I feel like I should hate it, but like it all kind of works. I think the leg out of the slit was a very smart idea because I think if it was just all red on the bottom, no, I think I'd still like it. I'm a fan, Ning, comma Dakota. What does Dakota Fanning call her fandom? Fans. So stupid. Next up we have Kerry Washington, and for her name being Kerry, she is not carrying this at all. I'm kind of over this dress. I feel like I've seen this dress on like 9 different people at 9 different events, and I'm over it. I'm tired. It's tired. Oh my god. Kerry Washington. No, the dress's name should be Kerry because it's been carried through life so long. And like to keep it 100, I don't think it even looks good. Like this is the Golden Globes and you look like a pink blunt. Save that for the VMAs, babe. Next up we have Alton Mason. And Alton, I will take you to the altar. Alton Mason rarely, if ever, disappoints. This is everything. I think this is amazing. And is it enhanced by his physique? Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, this as a product? No notes. Literally not one. Even the jewelry. Oh my god, he looks so expensive. He looks so rich. He looks so I want to get on my knee. Thank you for coming, Alton Mason. Go enjoy the party. Or whatever the f goes on in the Golden Globes. Next up we have Nikki Glaser, who is the host of this year's Golden Globes. Just up front, I don't think the dress is great at all, but I do think it's very innovative. Why f up your bed sheets after getting a spray tan when you can get bed sheets the same color as your spray tan? The dress literally is the same color as her spray tan. So I don't love that. Especially for Nikki Glaser, she's someone who her punchlines are like so well set up. Her jokes are so tailored. What happened to the dress? You don't want to share the wealth? Next up we have Allison Janney, who I just absolutely adore. Lately I've been feeling like someone who lives under a rock. Was she Princess Diana in a Princess Di biopic? Because why does she look like Princess Di in a Princess Di biopic? Typically I hate dresses that have like exposed shoulder and like this kind of neckline, but no, I still hate this one. I literally hate it. The necklace over the dress collar is crazy to me. This is like the Golden Globes version of that picture of The Rock where he's wearing a black turtleneck with like a chain. Same thing, different font. Next up we have Chris Perfetti, who looks like he's about to make his stage debut in the Nutcracker. I really applaud like the effort. He's got like that blunt little Bushwick bang going on. I like that the jacket is a little more tailored and cropped. And then I'm confused why we went with black pants and black shoes. Although I guess we should be thankful, because if he continued the same color palette all the way to the bottom, he would look like the wall behind him. Maybe this is for the best, but I'm gonna be totally real with the American people. Chris Perfetti can get it. He is like a little sexy garden gnome. Next up we have Leighton, Meester, and Adam Brody. And Adam Brody wore a green tux. It still kind of does nothing for me. Leighton Meester, this is like the totally wrong shade of green for her. I can't say I'm like living for this, but I will say, having been to the grocery store today, they look like a little mixed lettuce pack that you can buy in the produce section, where it like has like romaine and then like a spring mix. She's the romaine and he's the spring mix. If you cross your eyes, it's like Veggie Tales. Next up we have Quinta Brunson and the chocolate brown velvet with rhinestones. I'm obsessed. Quinta, you have been bringing it, girl, and today is no different. This looks gorgeous. Quinta! Ooh, I have like chills, Quinta. I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. The hair perfectly ties this whole look together. She graduated from Abbott Elementary and went to Abbott University. Next up we have Elle Fanning, and I have to say I really like love the concept. The execution, whew. The cheetah to me doesn't feel like it belongs. It doesn't really make sense. The only cheetah that makes sense to me is Cheetah Girls 2 when they go to Barcelona. A classic, that's a banger. But the overall silhouette I think is stunning. I just sort of wish it was all in one material. The cheetah kind of just makes it a little tacky. Have no fear, Elle. Leopard doesn't agree with me either. Just watch the video where I my pants dyeing my hair leopard print. Next up we have Kathryn Hahn. And honey, are you going through something? She looks like an anthropology employee. Like, hi, do you have any more of this candle in the back? Kathryn Hahn. I really hope to get to a point one day where I just don't give a shit. Like, this is kind of inspiring. She looks like she's about to sing the out of her indie alternative music at like some coffee shop. Next up we have Jeremy Strong. This is making me weak in all the worst ways. I'm not one for the death penalty, but whoever his stylist is, I mean, if he has one. The windows at Topshop would have eaten this up in 2016. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, like honestly, in 2016 I probably would have bought this and thought I was doing something. So Jeremy Strong, maybe I get it. Maybe I see you. No, I don't. It's 2025. No, I mean, unfortunately I do see you. Jeremy, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. This is a midlife crisis. You can get help for it. I'm sure there's a hotline. This is Glen Close. Oh my god. Okay, there's two Glens in play here. Okay, so Glen okay, this is who I was thinking of was Glen Powell. Okay, this is Glen Close. And honestly, I mean, her dress is close to like being good. Words on clothing, I feel like you need to really do it right, especially when it's like for an elegant gown. I wish there was like a little bit more of a gradient between like the thickness of the writing and like the looseness of the writing, but with her hair, I like the idea. Glen, you were close. You're so close. Next up we have Andrew Scott, who seems to have gotten the message about the black tuxes, and so I guess he just made it all Tiffany blue. With that being said, I still don't like it. The suit jacket looks too long, the pants look frumpy, and the shoes I don't understand. Oh, Andrew Scott. Poor guy, you tried. Next up we have Aquafina. I don't know why it looks like she's taking a play out of like Kim K's book where it's like she got like Marilyn Monroe's dress. This looks like she got like Nancy Kerrigan's dress and then like made it into a Golden Globes gown. And just to be clear, not a compliment. Yeah, I don't know, it just looks like she left her home at like 5 a.m. for ice skating practice and wasn't gonna be home till after the Golden Globes and she had to Tim Gunn make it work. Just like the water brand Aquafina. I don't love it. Next up we have Ingenue Ellis. Oh my god. The top of this outfit looks like every trash can halfway through a rom-com as the guy is like trying to write an apology letter for some stupid shit that he could have avoided in the first place. Oh, it looks just so bad. This is so bad. This is what blows my mind, is that like somebody designed this and they were like, it's perfect. Ingenue, baby, you deserve better. I don't know you, but I know you deserve better. Next up we have Heidi Klum and whatever that is next to her. It is really crazy that Heidi Klum is like one of the most iconic supermodels and she continues to dress like on a red carpet. Like, hello, let me introduce you to example number 8,412 of Heidi Klum depending on pretty privilege. I don't understand the cutouts. I don't understand the little frill on the side boob. I don't understand the color even. I think the color is so... I don't remember who said it, but they said something like, in fashion one day you're in and the next day you're out. Oh wait, Heidi, that was you. Yeah, you're the latter. Heidi, you're out. Next up we have Timmy Shimile. All right, I heard that one. That didn't come out right, but then again, neither did I. Look at that, Timmy. We already have so much in common. No, but for real, next up we have Timothée Chalamet, and I don't know, he's serving like twink who has a wedding in the south of France. I don't know how else to describe it. It is really insane to think about him and Kylie Jenner. I don't know why that's the thought I just had, but like we're all thinking it, right? No, we're not. I think he looks fine. I mean, I think he looks fine, but like I think the outfit looks fine. He's like a hot skinny guy in a nice skinny suit with like a beautiful blue silk scarf thrown around his neck for the art of Bob Dylan. It's not the classic black tux, so that's great, but it's definitely Timothée Chalamet. Next up we have Cynthia Erivo, and the way I love this look is unlimited. When I saw this at first, I was like, oh, Cynthia. And then I was like, oh, Cynthia. And then I was like, oh, Cynthia. The print alone is enough to give me a panic attack. I don't live for it, but somehow this all works for me. A lot of her like Wicked promo premiere dresses were wicked and not in like the Boston way. This I think is like actually sick. It's gorgeous. I don't know how the she's gonna sit down, but that's not my problem. It's always good witch this, wicked witch that. Honey, we got a bad bitch. How about that? Next up we have Zendaya, and what I'm gonna say is just how I feel, okay? To quote some white housewife on some franchise of Bravo, that's my opinion! I don't love this. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's just not, like, at that level that Zendaya constantly brings. Why did she look better for a Dune premiere than the Golden Globes, you know? That doesn't feel right. That being said, I think she looks great, and I think the dress is gorgeous, and the color on her is amazing, and the hair with the necklace, and the shoes, and the tailoring, it's all great. It's just that she has literally carried every red carpet for, like, the past year and a half. I mean, like, if here's the baseline and here's her peak, I mean, this dress is, like, right here. Yeah, I just don't understand what she's doing. What she's doing. Dune. Oh, honey, I need to go to bed. Next up, we have Demi Moore. I can't tell what I think of this dress. I think I like it, but then I also just can't stop seeing a Hershey kiss. And then that's where the substance sort of kicks in. This whole, like, I'm showing up with the same hair I ran and got coffee with this morning isn't working for me. And I know a lot of people are like, Chris, you always nitpick the hair. What would you want? Something else. Babe, I'm not a hairdresser. I just know that this kind of looks a mess. I sort of wish the dress didn't have this like huge flare out at the bottom and it kind of like contoured to her legs, because I think that would have been a lot more interesting. This just feels like a gimmick. Demi Moore, I'm gonna need you to give me more. Next up we have Pamela Anderson. I don't think this is anything special literally whatsoever. I think she looks really beautiful and put together. I wouldn't need to see this in slow-mo. I think it's simple, she looks elegant. It's just literally nothing creative at all, but honestly she kind of gagged me a bit. There's not much I can really say because it's just a black dress with black gloves and same hair she wore to get her coffee this morning. Next up we have Viola Davis, and she is giving us Diana Ross on a platter. Like, is she on her way to Snatch Game? I'm coming out and saying I like this a lot. I think that this is really beautiful. I think this is really fun. The way the light hits the dress, creating a bunch of different colors, but it doesn't feel like abrasive. I think she looks elegant. I think she looks fun. I think her look is unique compared to all the other ones we've seen on the carpet. It does feel almost like too much fun for the Golden Globes, but you know what? At this point. Next up we have Colman Domingo. For Colman Domingo, this feels pretty tame. And by tame, I do kind of mean boring. That being said, I still think he looks phenomenal. I love the tiny pops of the polka dot shirt with this like floppy little pussy bow. As always, his tailoring is best in class. His tailor is getting anything but Cole. Man, my God, is the last woman in the room? Because that was a stretch and a half. Next up we have Kate Winslet, and I'm gonna keep it totally level with y'all. She looks like a gift bag that you could buy from like Paper Source. Has anyone talked about how she could play Madonna in a biopic? Has she played Madonna in a biopic? The wheels are a-turnin', and it is my car driving away from this look. Next up we have Jennifer Coolidge. I mean, Jennifer Coolidge is everything, and I won't ever say a bad word about her. I will say a few bad words about her dress though. I don't love it. She just kind of looks like a Mormon pilgrim who's on her way to her first wedding. But like, again, Jennifer Coolidge could hit me with a brick and I would say thank you. Next up we have Felicity Jones, and I'm sure she's feeling all the glory. The only glory I'm seeing are glory holes. All right, let's put the glory holes to the side for a sec. I don't even understand what all of these like shards of glass from like a car accident are. I just don't understand why it looks like someone took adhesive and then just like threw shards of glass on. I don't know if it's because I'm biased, but I think we should have just stuck with glory holes. Or are these supposed to be like bullet holes? No, America sees enough of those. I'm gonna just tell myself that these are glory holes. Next up we have Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. I just really included this one to talk to you directly, Dax. Dax, what the and I repeat, are you wearing checkered Vans for? Okay, I'm glad that you're an armchair expert. Can we get a fashion expert in here to f***ing dress you? This like genuinely pissed me off. You showed up in a ugly black tux and you wore checkered Vans to the Golden Globes? Next up we have Eddie Redmayne, who is actually doing black and white checkered correctly. This is hot. This is like good. What was that? This is good. No, but for real, I really love this and I don't understand why more men aren't doing stuff like this. Back in like the 70s or 80s, suits had like designs on them and prints on them. Why aren't we doing that? This feels like the Harry Styles-ification of Eddie Redmayne. And honestly, I'd love to join to make this a little threesome. Oh my god, a threesome? Someone get Felicity Jones back here with the glory holes. Next up we have Jessica Gunning. I don't really know who she is, but why is she wearing an oversized scrunchie? I'm sorry, I have literally seen these at the cash register at a Nordstrom. You aren't gonna convince me otherwise. She is wearing a scrunchie. She's wearing a velvet scrunchie. Okay, wait, I've been staring at this so long and I like the color and the material so much that I'm like, do I like this? Next up we have Alexandra Daddario, and I have to say, I think this is so beautiful. This like almost feels like a Pam Anderson dress, as in like, it looks like her like really feathery fuzzy hat. I really like this. I like this a lot. I mean, I guess I don't know what it looks like from the front, but like in this picture specifically, it's doing it for me. Alexandra Daddario, am I right? I need to really stop with the name puns. Just like a Malaysian flight, they are not landing the way I'd like them to. Next up we have Kathy Bates, who looks like her entire outfit was as seen on TV. She's got like the Skechers shape ups, she's got the bump it. I'm kind of obsessed. No, I mean like, don't get me wrong, I think this is like actually horrible, but I kind of love it. If I'm gonna try and find something nice to say, I think she looks really happy, and I love that she matched her bedazzled bag to her Skechers. Yes, Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates, more like Yathy Bates. Yeah, I mean, like, I love Kathy Bates, and I kind of love her for this. It's awful, but I love it. Next up we have Emma Stone, and if she's wearing Louis Vuitton like she normally is, I mean, I don't need to guess. I can almost guarantee that she is, because why? It's so boring. Oh my god, Louis Vuitton. We couldn't have gotten like Takashi Murakami to make her a dress for this. Like, don't get me wrong, she looks pretty. I just feel like I constantly see Emma Stone in this exact dress, but maybe a different color. Speaking of Emma Stone, I would love to be stoned right now. I'm gonna leave a link to a petition down below. We're gonna get Emma Stone out of this Louis Vuitton contract. I mean, she fucking cut her hair. It's doing a number on her, it's doing a number on me. Next up we have Nicole Kidman, and it looks like she showed up as like Elsa from Frozen. Like, she went to Joann Fabrics, found this and said, I'll get 16 yards of it, and then took her little elf prince husband, Keith Urban, by the leash and said, let's go to the Golden Globes. Honestly, if I were Nicole Kidman, I would go to every award show in my AMC little number. And it's like, you can't even knock her for wearing it again because she's referencing herself. I don't know, maybe I am stoned. Who knows what's happening? What day? Oh, it's Sunday. Next up we have Angelina Jolie, and this is a fucking dress. Oh my god, this is stunning. It looks like a bunch of like zippers or something all put together. I love the way it kind of falls apart at the bottom. I do wish maybe her hair was a little different. It just kind of feels like it takes away and like makes the look more casual. I'm like having a staring contest with this dress. Like, I can't stop looking at it. It's so interesting. I want to like feel it. I don't know, she ate with this one. She ate with this one. Angelina Jolie, if you're looking for another child to adopt, my door is right there. You can knock on it. Next up we have Mikey Madison, and I think Mikey Madison is wearing my favorite gold dress of the evening. It's really like nothing all that crazy. I mean, she just quite frankly looks like a gold mermaid, but like, it's working. I like how some of the like sequins or the flaps or the coins or whatever these things are like kind of up. For being such like a simple design, it's really kind of doing a lot, you know? Next up we have Naomi Watts, and Watts is going on the bottom of this dress. I can truly say I have never seen anything like this. I know I keep bringing up googly eyes, but like, if you took googly eyes and put them on like the not ruffled part at the bottom, that would look like George Washington. Like, you guys see it? Like the hair and then like the face. Okay, founding father. Yeah, I don't think I love this at all. Then again, it's so confusing that I just like don't really even know what I think at this point. I really can't unsee the George Washington thing. Holy jump scare, we have Melissa McCarthy. Oh dear. I feel like what she's wearing is what I would see Taylor Swift wearing if I went to the Eras Tour on acid. I don't. You can fill in the blanks of what I don't, but I don't. Next up, we have Cara Delevingne, and I am obsessed with the way that light is hitting her dress. I feel like I'm looking at like the dress version of like a lava lamp or something. It's like something so simple, yet so mesmerizing. Wow, I'm looking at this and she's really just saying like, who's the one on drugs now? Because like, oh my God, I feel like I'm tripping looking at it. I might go out on a limb and say I think it's too cool for the Golden Globes, but honestly, she ate. Good for you, Cara Delevingne. I will never forget you carrying a swing into your house. Those pictures are everything. Thank you for all that you have given us. Last but not least, we have Ayo Edebiri. What is this? I like the idea of this. And I don't know why I'm giving like Obama hands right now. I will give Ayo this. She still looks better than most of the men at this event. You at least got that going for you, girl. It just kind of looks like she put on the suit and then fell asleep and then woke up and was like, oh, I'm late. I don't get it, but like I kind of get it. But what I do need to get are some gummies because we have reached the end of this video. Now that we've reached the end of this, let's gather our thoughts, ladies and gents. Okay, for people who I think like delivered tonight, I would say Quinta Brunson, Alton Mason. Alton Mason like might be like the best dressed of the night. We definitely have Eddie Redmayne. And honestly, Cynthia Erivo. Those are my 4 like best dressed. Oh my God, and Charlotte C. Carroll. Loved her look. In terms of worst dress, I'm gonna have to like write out a whole list to remember all the names. I would say Matt Rife, Jonathan Van Ness, Glen Powell or close, I don't know, the ugly one who looked like he was going to a wedding. Yeah, in terms of worst dress, there really were just a lot. I'm thinking of Kathryn Hahn, I'm thinking of Emma Stone. And yeah, that's been the Golden Globes 2025 outfit roast of the red carpet. Now again, if you want to see more looks, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/ChrisClemens. And if you are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any more of my outfit roasts over the course of awards season. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on who you thought was best and worst dressed in this video, so leave some comments down below whether you agree or not with me. I love reading the comments on things because sometimes y'all point out things that I didn't get and I'm like, you are so right, I'm gonna issue an apology, and then I don't. So yeah, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I have a date with my bed, a coloring book, and some markers, and then other things I'm not gonna mention because YouTube has some terms and conditions. Bye!